Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. It's been a pretty warm day today. I've been mowing most all the day, and now I'm hearing some thunder off in the distance. Possibly going to get some thunderstorms maybe tonight, but rain it looks like at least for the next several days, or at least a chance, a good decent chance of rain. So all this hot kind of little muggy weather is going to change here soon. I'm going to read you some scripture. We're going to talk about some things, kind of going off of this morning's video. If you didn't catch this morning's video, I strongly suggest you go watch it. And I want to make it clear, I'm talking about people that may not be people. They may be demons, demon-possessed, evil people, and I'm not pointing at anyone in the media, anyone in the politics, or anyone. So I just, because I know there's going to be some people, are you saying that so-and-so? No. First scripture I want to read to you is 2 Corinthians 11, verse 13 through 15. It says, "For such men are false apostles, deceitful workmen, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. So it is no surprise if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Their end will correspond to their deeds." And then the second one is 1 Timothy 4:1. "Now the Spirit expressly says that in later times some will depart from the faith by devoting themselves to deceitful spirits and the teachings of demons." The reasons why I want to read these two scriptures, and I guess I could have read Matthew 24, can't remember the verse right now, where he talks about, I've quoted it, I've read it many times on the channel, where Yeshua talks about that, they will come, there will be false Christs, and that they will, the deception will be so great that if it were possible, even the very elect could be deceived. The reason why I'm saying that is because of a lot of the stuff that's happening, not necessarily the war stuff, or the economy stuff. I mean, a little bit of that, but definitely, and this is what's I find strange, not strange, but it should be eye-catching, is the amount of people that a lot of you and I, maybe, over the past, have thought were kind of on our side, one of us, that are coming out trying their best to convince you that all of this rapid hyper push of technology is good, and that the people that are doing it and the companies that are doing it and the AI and everything is good and it's okay. I am not saying any of those people are the demons that I just spoke of, but demons and Satan can convince people to say certain things. Let's just put it that way. And it's an example. This isn't the only thing. I just want to give you this as an example. So this Palantir that I've talked about quite a bit here lately, I believe this to be a pretty evil company. At least the works that they're doing. And I'm not saying that the CEO or anyone in it, that they're demonic or anything like that, but their objectives, their goals as a company, I don't think that they align at all with liberty, freedom, biblical morals, anything like that. A few years back, the CEO of Palantir was at the World Economic Forum, and he spoke talking about that the vision of Palantir was to help control and establish social norms and a social morality in the world. That's interesting, I guess you could say. This guy has, The Economist last year named him CEO of the Year. Let's see, there was a few other things. He's openly professes to be a socialist and a progressive. And yet we've got people out there talking about how, oh no, these are good patriots. These are good patriots. They're conservative. The only reason that the media is coming out against this one company is because they're conservatives doing this. I don't see that at all. They have Deborah Bricks, which you know who that is. She was big during the COVID. They have the guy that ran the whole Operation Warp Speed. Those two people. There's a couple other people. I can't remember who they are. But they're on a board of advisory for Palantir. And this is the company that is collecting all the data and putting it into a big central database that's going to be used by this Stargate program that's being built out in Texas. I can't remember, Abilene, Texas, where this AI will be able to determine anything and everything on you. Absolutely everything. You know, years ago, I'm not criticizing you. There's a few people in the comments this morning and in the last few days that said it's great to see that you're waking up. I want, you know, in my defense, I'm not waking up. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm shifting the kind of the focus of this channel a little bit, kind of honing in on this kind of stuff. Many years ago, over a decade ago, I was heavily involved in research, doing like online research, but doing field research into fusion centers and the North American Union and the smart ports and all that kind of stuff. In fact, I actually visited several of these fusion centers, which back then they were manned by people, big data collection centers, and they were collecting everything imaginable on human beings. Not just Americans, but all over the world. It's part of a big UN program. And now, there are not so much people in there. It's AI algorithms that's collecting all this. That's what all this social media. A lot of people don't realize that Facebook, when it was originally created, it was an early form of an AI algorithm. And it was collecting data on you to show you the things, to get you to engage with the program. And it started there, a lot of just collecting everyday data. Every time you get on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and everywhere, every time you buy something, whether it's Amazon or Walmart or some mom and pop business down the road, if you're buying it online, something is collecting data off of you. Maybe it's your bank collecting your purchasing data. Your doctors are collecting data on you. Everyone is collecting data on you. And so this company, Palantir, is going to be taking all of this data, which I can't even imagine how much it is. You know, I'm sure, you know, filled memory banks more than what you and I could even imagine. And they're going to basically kind of put it all together and not just have it where it's easily accessible, because a lot of this data, it already exists. It's just not easily accessible. But also the AI will be figuring things out about you. They'll be determining, are you the type of person that will commit a crime? Does it look like that you might get cancer? Does it look like that you might do this or do that? And it will be able to determine this stuff. And this is being done by the government. And the thing is and what I'm talking about with this is just one part of it. It's not probably not even the biggest part of it. It's just one part of it. And I'm only using it as an example because it's happening right now as we speak. And there are people like Alex Jones and others that have been bigger names in the patriot conservative movement that are out there basically trying to convince people that this is okay. There's nothing wrong with this. Don't be scared that they're taking the Patriot Act and injecting it full of steroids and running, nitrous through the supercharger on it. And, that they're telling you not to worry about that. It's okay. This is fine. And the reason why I read you those scriptures is to let you know that as we get deeper and deeper into these end times, and I take from the comments that most of you all believe that we are. There's definitely a debate and discussion going on of where we fall within those times, but I've not seen really anyone just say, oh no, we're not even close to that. Most everyone tends to believe we're somewhere in there, right? And that's fine. But as we get deeper into that, the level of deception, where it says right here in 1 Timothy that some will depart from faith by devoting themselves to deceitful spirits. And I don't think that, I mean, that could mean that they would knowingly follow demons, but it says deceitful spirits and teachings. I could be wrong, but I am interpreting that as people that are departing the faith, believing that they're following the right person, the right teaching, the right thing, only to be deceived, which very much piggybacks off of what Yeshua said, that deception will be so great that even the very elect, if it were possible, can be deceived. And so as we get deeper and deeper into this, and I suspect, and I only say this because of the speed at which things are happening right now, which is quite fast, but I suspect that level of deception is about ready to have the pedal to the floor, right? You know, like I said this morning, that some scientists believe that we may reach that singularity point in 6 months. I kind of think that's a little too fast, but I don't know. When you start to do the research and you look at OpenAI, you know, they're saying that a lot of their memory capability and their computing capability of the AI is doubling every 4 to 6 months. So we may not be that far away from where AI reaches a point that it's enough consciously aware that it's able to completely take over and kind of do everything on its own. And there is no longer any need of human input, and it goes beyond humanity. We may not be that far away. And as we get closer to that, and certainly once we hit that point, the level of deception is going to be absolutely phenomenal. You know, I've shown you in the last several days, I've especially shown over in Locals. If you want to watch them, I post most of them over on Locals. But a lot of these videos that are being made by AI that, I mean, just in the last 2 weeks have gotten so good that there's a few out there that I'm really not sure of. And there's software that you can use online that is AI software, and you can run the video through the software and it'll tell you what it thinks. And I've seen a few of them that the AI even says, I don't know. We cannot determine whether this is real or not. There's videos out there of the president, Donald Trump, and they look so real. And the first few seconds or minutes sounds just like a news clip of him standing in the Oval Office or somewhere giving this little speech or an interview. And then all of a sudden he starts saying things that are a little crazy. And you're like, I know Donald Trump's a little extreme sometimes in what he says. He tries to push the envelope, but I can't believe he would really say that. And it takes a little bit to finally figure out and do a little digging that it is in fact an AI video. This is what I'm talking about, but it's really on a smaller level compared to what it's capable of. The level of deception is going to be so great. And that deception is not just going to be AI deceiving you. It's going to be people deceiving you. It's going to be people. Some people may believe truly what they're doing is right, and other people will knowingly know that what they are doing is leading you astray. When I tell you that we need to get ourselves ready spiritually, and I've been telling you that for years, I've said several times, part of the reason we have to really get prepared spiritually is so that we can be prepared and ready for this deception. Because very soon it's going to be just everywhere. It's already very prevalent, but soon it will be everywhere. And it will be difficult outside of maybe your home or outside of just what you know right in front of you to determine what is real and what is not. And we need to wake up. We need to understand that this deception does not come from the Father. He is not the author of confusion. Satan and his demons, as Timothy in Corinthians says, and several other places, they are the ones that are trying to lure you away. They are the ones trying to deceive you. They come at you in this false light, and they look righteous, and they look good. I've told you many times, demons don't come at you in this grotesque manner that Hollywood portrays them. They come at you in beauty, in intelligence, and in kindness, and they make you think that they're on your side, and they convince you of this or that, and it's the right thing to do, except they are deceiving you. This is why we need to get very seriously prayed up. This is why we need to consume Scripture. This is why we need to come together in unity with like-minded people in prayer, because the deception that is happening right now, it's only going to get worse, folks. And it's going to be coming from everywhere. It's going to be places, people that you have followed, that you have thought were wonderful, that you've trusted, that you have believed every word they said, only to find out that they're trying to deceive you more. We need to get ready, folks, because it's happening as we speak. Get your houses in order and prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.